because there is no one to pick the fruit. There's got to be some way that the state of Washington will grant at least a temporary work permit for these folks to come do what we need to, pay them what they would like, and send them home. That's fair and it's humane. And I'm still from Washougal. I like it here.
Thank you, Mrs. Terrell. Okay, we have had 3 speakers on both sides, so unless your comments are on another issue.
It's about the sovereignty of America and our laws.
If it relates to immigration, the comments won't be allowed verbally, but you could certainly hand them in as
Okay.
written comments.
Okay, I would like to make one comment regarding Gregoire. It's difficult to know what Governor Gregoire actually says is true and is not true. In November, prior to the election, Gregoire said that we did not have a deficit. 3 months later, Jim Moeller said we had a $7 billion deficit. And so I think her credibility is at best questionable. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any other comments items for the council this evening?
Mr. Mayor, I would also like to let the audience know that there will be time for the council to make comment coming up real soon on our agenda. So if you would like to hear from the council, that's our opportunity to speak to you as well. So.
Okay, seeing no other comment, going into the administration portion, consent agenda, we will move off the July 19th, 2010 council minutes to a separate item. So your consent agenda this evening consists of the workshop minutes of July 26, 2010, the regular AP claims of $244,244.95, and Agenda Bill 114-10, cemetery buyback from Ed and Marilyn Kincaid. Council's pleasure.
Mr. Mayor, I ask unanimous consent that we approve the consent agenda consisting of the workshop minutes, the regular AP claims, and the Agenda Bill 114-10 as described.
Seeing no objection, so ordered. And now the issue of the July 19th Washougal City Council minutes. Councilman Delavar.
Mr. Mayor, I request unanimous consent to strike the words, under council comments, the part where it talks about Councilman Delavar commented on Highway 14 roundabouts, etc. Then it mentions that I commented on, and it lists the wrong agreement there. So I request unanimous consent to strike the words Master Licensing Service Partnership Interlocal Agreement and insert the words Declaration of Support for Voluntary Green Building Standards.
I'm sorry, refresh. Can you make a mark on here for me where it's on? Oh, I'm sorry, that's the workshop.
Yeah, I was going, you got a different copy. It's still a different copy. Here. It was actually on the voluntary green band.
Okay.
Hope you read my writing. Any council comments?
Just to say that that coincides with my memory also.
Thank you. Hearing none, Councilman Delavar, again, your motion was
Unanimous consent.
unanimous consent?
For that, yeah, for the amendment.
Hearing no objection, the amendment is so ordered, and your pleasure with the minutes as amended.
Mr. Mayor, I ask unanimous consent that the Washougal City Council minutes of July 19th as amended be approved.
Hearing no objection, so ordered. I have a few items for you under Mayor's report this evening. First one, I would like to do a little bit of a belated welcome to Finance Director Forsberg to her first official council meeting as a full staff member of the City of Washougal. She started this last Thursday. Have you stopped running yet?
Nope, I'm still running.
You're still running. Excellent.
Everything. Going well, thank you.
I do want to thank all of the council members and the department heads who were at the strategic planning session on Saturday. It was an absolutely gorgeous day. I don't know whether it was good that we were down at the port offices looking out at the water or if that was a bad thing, but it certainly got us out of there on time. I would like to publicly commend again Paul Lewis for the work that he did on behalf of the city on our financial items, and we'll certainly be talking with Paul here in the future about doing some of the work to help us on the budget prep. So you'll see some of those additional deliverables coming forward as well. I've also sent a message to both Chief Mitchell and Chief Schumacher asking them to convene the Public Safety Committee to talk about the issue of fireworks and the limit of the number of stands and the issuance of those permits in the future. The county is now, the city of Vancouver has also requested that countywide all of the jurisdictions try and meet and come up with some common dates, common regulations, common everything to have to do with those, so as much as possible. So as we get into those discussions, which will likely happen in September, I've asked the two chiefs to convene the council members to talk about those items, which are really the only ones that'll affect us since we're only one day for the use of the fireworks to begin with.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
Do you know if Camas is also included in these discussions?
Yes.
Thank you.
I will be, just for information for the council, later this month, I believe it's the 18th through the 20th, I will be up in Linwood attending the Municipal Budgeting and Fiscal Management seminar put on by AWC and the Washington Finance Officers Association. I was asked to try and attend that this week up in Leavenworth, but we've got a couple of other meetings that supplanted that, so I'll be heading that way. We'll also have our city administrator get his schedule out. I know, Dave, you've got 2 conferences this month that you're scheduled for?
The Washington City and County Managers Association annual meeting is that same week, 16th through the Friday. And then the following week, per the advice of Councilman Greenlee and yourself, I'll be attending economic development training that's being held at Central Washington University, and that's several days the following week. I look forward to both of those.
So, council members, certainly if you have items for Mr. Scott, if you can get them to him prior to that, otherwise he'll be out pretty much for 2 weeks.
Just about, but I'll be in touch every evening. I'll bring my laptop and I'll be plugged in. So,
excellent.
But yes, if you need me here, then I'll be here for the meeting on the 16th, the council meeting on the 16th, and then I'll be leaving that next morning.
Okay. While Dave's out and while I'm out, certainly from staff side, Trevor will be the go-to person administratively, and then John will make sure that we get those dates to you as well. The final item that I want to comment on is on the resolution on immigration, and my comment is it actually is in the form of a little bit of an apology to the council, and I don't know that it would have made a lot of difference either way. In reflecting a day or two after the resolution was passed, it became apparent to me that I had kind of made an error in the process that came forward. The error surrounds one portion of the resolution, and that has to do with the Arizona immigration law itself. You know, when this item came up, and certainly no excuse, I believe in my mind, I kind of blew it as we went through this thing. As it came forward as a council resolution,